Hello, my dear grade 7 learners. I am Teacher Den. Join me as we explore the wondrous nature of science. Imagine if the universe had its secret code, a cosmic language that unlocks the mysteries of everything around us. Well, guess what? We've cracked it, and it's called the periodic table of elements. Picture this table as a treasure map for understanding the building blocks of the universe. Join us on an elemental adventure where each element is like a unique superhero with its own special powers. Get ready to dive into the atomic wonderland that shapes the world we live in. The periodic table of elements awaits your scientific curiosity. Back in the day, before we had fancy labs and high-tech gadgets, curious minds started discovering elements like oxygen and gold. As science evolved, these elements kept piling up. Then, in the 1800s, a scientist named Dmitry Mendeleev came along. He organized the elements into a table based on their properties, creating the first periodic table. It was like putting puzzle pieces together, and suddenly, we could see the patterns in the elements. Since then, scientists kept finding more elements, and the periodic table became our awesome cheat sheet for understanding the building blocks of everything. It's a bit like a historical treasure map that shows how we uncovered the secrets of the elements. Technically, the periodic table of elements is a structured arrangement of chemical elements organized based on their atomic number, electron configuration, and recurring chemical properties. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the periodic table. Imagine it is a giant puzzle that holds the secrets of the building blocks of everything around us. Let's start with the basics. The periodic table is like a roadmap for all known elements. Each square on the table represents a different element, and elements are arranged based on their properties. The big letters that you can see are the symbols of the element, while on its lower portion is its name. You can also see there's some information about the element, such as the atomic mass and the atomic number. Part 2. Groups and periods. Now, the table has two main parts, the periods in rows and the groups in columns. Elements in the same group share similar characteristics, and those in a period have gradually changing properties. Let us try to identify the groups and periods in the periodic table of elements. Use your sheet of paper to answer. Let us see if your answers are correct. Very good! Part 3. Metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Elements can also be categorized as metals, nonmetals, or metalloids. Metals are shiny and conductive. Nonmetals are often gases and don't conduct well, while metalloids share properties of both. The periodic table of elements is also arranged in such a manner that you can easily see the location of the metals, nonmetals, and metalloids. Let us point it out again in the periodic table of elements: the metals, nonmetals, and the metalloids. Very good! Part 4. Names and symbols of elements. The names and symbols of the elements usually have a long history dating back to their ancient names. Some elements have symbol that is different from its name. Scientists have devised a system to determine the symbols of the element. Number 1. The symbols of the most common elements, mainly nonmetals, use the first letter of their English name. Examples: H, B, C, N, O, F, P, S, and I. Number 2, if the name of the element has the same initial letter as another element, then the symbol uses the first and second letters of their English name. Examples: He, Li, Be, Ne, and Al. Number 3, if the first two letters of the element name are the same as another element, then the symbol consists of the first letter and the first consonant of the English name that they do not have in common. Examples: magnesium has the symbol Mg, first letter and first consonant. Manganese has the symbol of Mn. Chlorine has the symbol of Cl, first letter and first consonant not in common. Chromium has the symbol of Cr. Number 4, some symbols are based on the old name or Latin name of the element. There are 11 elements: Na, natrium; Sb, stibbium; K, kalium; W, wolfram; Fe, ferrum; Au, aurum; Cu, cuprum; Hg, hydrargyrum; Ag, argentum; Pb, plumbum; Sn, stannum. Congratulations, young scientist! You've uncovered some of the mysteries hidden in the periodic table. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and soon you'll find yourself on a journey of scientific discovery. Some of the patterns in the periodic table will be revealed as you progress your study in high school. We are done with the lesson on the periodic table of elements. Let us see if you have learned something today by answering these questions. Question number 1. It is also referred to as the family of elements, wherein elements of the same characteristics are grouped together. Question number 2. These are elements that have the characteristic of both metal and non-metal. Question number 3. What is the symbol for the element gold? Were you able to answer the questions correctly? Very good! Congratulations on making it! and I hope you have learned something from me today. Learning the periodic table of elements is essential for everyone because it gives us the basic or the building blocks of everything that we see around us. We will end our lesson here. Remember that learning science is always fun. It leads you to discover things beyond your imagination and to think with endless possibilities. Once again, this is Teacher Demi, your chemistry buddy.